From the basements of the beautiful Chrysler building in New York City, where we keep our lunches on the orange pipe to keep them warm, this is The Scammies. I'm your host, Michael Robertson. Each episode, I'm trying to make you a little bit smarter so you can spot the scams and the scammers and keep more of your own money. This is part 3 in the series, AI Murdered My Company. Maybe. I have to add the maybe part because we're still collecting information, but that's what will make it fun because I'm going to share the evidence with you, and you can make up your own mind. This is part 3 entitled The Internet Secret Blacklist. You might want to watch parts 1 and 2 for full context. Now, before January 2026, the only IOC that I had heard of was the International Olympic Committee. But there, at the bottom of the Dark Spectre report, was an entirely different IOC. This list had nothing to do with sports. It's an acronym used by the cybersecurity industry, which stands for Indicators of Compromise. More plainly, it's a list of bad and dangerous companies and technologies that are to be avoided. The cybersecurity industry uses threat intelligence sharing. Security companies research and verify software and services, identifying those that are malicious. They then add them to their IOC list and post it publicly. From there, it can be imported in hundreds or thousands of IOC lists around the world. That effectively means that items on certain IOC lists are branded as damaging and dangerous and immediately blocked globally. At first glance, this sounds reasonable. If a company discovers something dangerous, sharing that information helps protect others. But over time, the system has evolved into renegades chasing dollars with no rules or government oversight. There's no criterion for adding something to an IOC list. A cybersecurity organization can add a company or its software to their list based on little or no evidence, verified by no one. Those accusations can spread rapidly across the internet, creating an immediate global blockade. Enterprise firewalls, ISP filtering systems, antivirus vendors around the world can now act on even the flimsiest accusations with no independent research. Cybersecurity is a huge industry, estimated at $400 billion in 2026. That's bigger than the movie, music, and video game businesses combined. Fortunes are being made in this explosive growth industry, and companies know this and are racing to capitalize on it. One way they do this is by finding as many alleged dangerous items as they can, and by doing it faster than others. Those they find, they can magnify their risk. This way they can trumpet their expertise and push people to buy their products and services to stay safe. Yet there is no requirement about who can publish a security report with an IOC list. They don't register with the government. They don't commit to doing actual publicly published research. There's no certification. They don't have to be an American company. And most concerningly, they aren't required to alert those they target. There is zero oversight by the government or any third party. And Meeting TV was a victim of this renegade system. The cybersecurity company Koi announced on its blog, the Dark Spectre report, that it had found not just something dangerous, but a criminal organization. Quote, "This is the first time we've identified a criminal organization." In the IOC section for their new malware campaign they claimed to uncover, they listed only Meeting TV's URLs, along with our company name. In addition, they listed Meeting TV software, plus they claimed all of the Zoom Stealer software connected to our database to store its stolen material, which was then given to the Chinese. They then told readers to buy their security service called Wings if they want to be safe. Quote, "That's why Koi built Wings, our risk engine that analyzes every version of every extension using static analysis, dynamic analysis, and agentic AI." Now, if this was published only on their blog, that would be one thing. But since they published an IOC list, it got slurped up by technology companies big and small. Within hours of the Dark Spectre report being published, Meeting TV became unreachable for many on the internet. Verizon, Comcast, Cloudflare, Palo Alto Networks, to name just a few, immediately started blocking users from reaching us or using our services. And it's not just security companies. The Koi blog got republished across security, technology, and news sites, each repeating the claim that Meeting TV is a criminal and is working with Chinese cyber criminals. From there, it got ingested into the AI chatbots. Ask Google's Gemini or OpenAI's ChatGPT or xAI's Grok, and you'll likely get some version of Dark Spectre's story with Meeting TV conspiring with the Chinese. We were oblivious to the source of the blockade because nobody contacted us prior to the report being published. It was a 32-page report, so presumably it took some time to author. But at no point did anyone at Koi take the minute it would take to send us an email or make a call. It was a sneak attack. And you know how many cybersecurity companies reached out to us before blocking or reprinting the allegations? 0. Not a single one. None of the downstream companies independently validated the allegations before taking action. Our guilt was presumed. We were accused, tried, and convicted all at the same time by one organization. The IOC system is broken. Now, the blog post was stuffed with accusations, but what actual evidence was there that Meeting TV participated in a criminal conspiracy with the Chinese? Surprisingly, they acknowledged Meeting TV's software delivered real value and users liked it. They were functional tools that delivered real value, they said about our software. The extensions earned trust and positive reviews. Also, users got what was advertised. This might be the only part of the 32 pages that we agree with them on. Now, an objective analysis would have placed considerable weight on those facts as a strong indication of Meeting TV's legitimacy. Instead, remarkably, it was twisted into evidence of an extra diabolical scheme, where users were first lured in with productive, useful software that worked, only to be later, even years later, taken advantage of. According to Koi, if software gets bad reviews or has few installs, then that's an indication of guilt. Yet if the software has many installs and positive reviews, as in our case, that's also an indication of guilt. Got that? It's a no-win situation for any company they target. In logic, this is called a tautology, a statement that is true in every scenario. I guess that's convenient if your goal is to find as many alleged bad actors as you can. Now, as I'm reading this report, I'm thinking, though, that surely there must be some actual evidence that Meeting TV is working with the Chinese cyber criminals. Something, somewhere. The blog post claimed there was. One software bridged the gap, they claimed, between Meeting TV and the Chinese bad guys. They called that software Twitter X Video Downloader. To get to the bottom of this mystery, I had to do what no other security company or news outlet bothered to do. I had to find and analyze this software. Who was behind it? What exactly did it do? What I found was shocking in an almost unimaginable way. I'll reveal the stunning results of my research in the next episode entitled The Mystery of Twitter X Downloader. Click that subscribe button to be notified when the next episode drops. Thanks for listening.